Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to VentureBelt. My name is Kelly.
I'm Trevor.
Hey, today we are testing out Kinetic ropes, giving you the absolute best under $200.
That's right. Stay tuned and we'll show you which one's best.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, before we get into any kind of Kinetic rope testing, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. It will help our channel grow tremendously. Also, if you do like it, hit that thumbs up because that never hurt anything.
Nothing.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do today is we're testing out 4 Kinetic ropes that are sub $200, and they're all very, very good quality.
That's right. In our last recovery video, we did recovery boards, which is self-recovery pretty much. Now we're going into buddy recovery.
Yes, and this is going to be obviously desert-based because we're here in beautiful sunny Arizona and the sun is trying to kill us right now. And we are doing deep sand.
Deep sand. I already got the Forerunner buried to the axle. Let's pull her out.
See if we can anyway. The order we're going to do this is going to be most expensive to least expensive. The very first rope we're going to be testing out is going to be the K72 Kinetic rope. This rope retails for $168. It's 20 feet long. The breaking strength is 28,100 pounds, and it's made in the USA.
I can break it.
You cannot break it.
No,
Definitely
I can't
not.
break it. I can't break it.
My initial impressions on this rope is it feels so good in hand. Like it's just it's a supple rope, if you will.
Supple.
Supple.
It's so dirty. Yeah, it is very soft. I will give you that. However, the one thing that I'm like, it's so soft and everything, I kind of don't know how it's going to be durability wise. A lot of the other ropes have like rubberized coatings on the ends where you're hooking it up, and sheaths to protect the center if you're doing a center pull on it. So, but I mean, it's quality. It really is quality. I just don't know about durability.
Well, I will say it's been in my box for about 2 months now, bouncing around on a 4 trips, including along the entire Colorado road to Expo Mountain West. And although we didn't get to use it, I was really hoping we would get in a situation where we'd have to use it. Unfortunately, we didn't. But yeah, after being on my box up there for that whole trip, there's no wear at all.
Looks brand new.
Yeah, it 100% does. So we're going to give this one its first initial pull. I'll let you know what we think. Next up is going to be the Deadman Offroad Stretchy Band. And I don't know about you, but the name of it alone is +1, plus it being bright yellow, +2. I like it.
Yeah. Gotta love Deadman. They are creative. Yeah.
So this rope retails for $145. It is 20 feet long by 7/8 inch wide. It's got a breaking strength of 28,300 pounds, and it is made in the USA.
Yeah. This thing is really cool. It doesn't have the soft feel that the other one does, but it's got like a protective coating across it. So
yeah, you can see and feel there's a protective coating, and it's definitely firmer. The whole thing itself is firmer.
Yeah, definitely firmer. And then on the eye loops, it has like a dipped rubberized thing on the end, again for durability, wear long term.
Yep.
And the other thing I really like on it is their little elastic tag on here. This thing's not coming off. It's tells you all the information that you need to know, so that way, if you haven't used it in a while and you can't remember, hey, what's the working load strength of this, you can look at the tag. It's right there.
Yep, because you never know when your buddy might be asking you, and you don't want to look dumb.
Yeah, don't want to look dumb.
Don't look dumb.
No, not like this guy.
All right, let's give it a pull.
It's magic. Hooking up to that one.
Next up is going to be the Ironman 4x4 Kinetic Snatch rope.
Yeah, this thing is really cool. It's kind of a mix between the first two. It doesn't have as thick coating on it, but it's not as soft. But it's got some green on here, makes it pop a little bit. It is got a rubber coating, but again, not as durable, I guess, as the
not as pronounced.
Not as pronounced.
Deadman.
Yeah, and then it also has a webbing sheath on there, so it has a little abrasion resistance. So if you're using this as a center pull instead of a straight pull, you can kind of protect it a little bit there. It comes with a webbing, Velcro webbing, which is attached to it, which is nice. And it has the tag on here with all of your information. However, it's very much
a breakaway tag.
Yeah, it's a breakaway tag, and it's in the middle. Nobody expects this to last or stay on there. I kind of like having it remain on the rope at all times, but like it gives you the information in metric, so math is hard.
True. And it does come with a really nice bag that's got mesh on each end to let the dust and dirt and whatnot get out of there. And also, this rope is $129. This rope is 30 feet long compared to the other two, which were 20 feet long, still 7/8 inch wide. The braking strength is 20,940 pounds, and it is made in unknown. We couldn't figure it out. We couldn't do the research. Didn't say it anywhere.
Yeah, it's got the, on the tag, it has the Australian address for the headquarters, but that doesn't mean it was made there. And honestly, I think if it was made in Australia,
it'd probably say it on there.
Yeah, Australians are very proud people, kind of like Americans. They love to let you know that it's made in Australia.
Yep, definitely. All right, let's see how it does. And last but not least, for the budget-friendly option from Vicko Off-road, the fiery red Kinetic rope coming in at $76.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's 30 feet long, not 20 feet long like the first two. Still 7/8 inch diameter with a braking strength of 18,700 pounds, which is significantly less than K72 and Deadman Offroad.
Yeah, for sure. Also made in China.
Made in China, yep.
You know, obviously at that price savings, kind of expect that. But it does come with the bag, which is nice. And it's cool because it's like a round bag versus the tall bag. And you can like do like a little, you know, snake charming thing going on with this thing.
Which is super important in recovery gear. All right, so what are the initial impressions? It has a softer feel to it, but it's still very stiff. It doesn't want to mold very well. So obviously getting this thing pulled out straight is probably going to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it's soft, stiff. I like the red accents on it. That's kind of cool. A little pop of color. It is coated on the ends for durability, which I think is really nice. And the sheath on there is a Velcro sheath. So you can remove this, slap it on anywhere you want it, or take it off altogether. It's up to you. Yeah, other than that, I wish the bag had some kind of drainage in it. That way if there's any moisture or anything in recovery, because things always seem to go wrong in the worst conditions ever. So
it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, for the price, wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty low price point. Let's hope it holds up.
Yep.
All right, let's pull it.
Oh my God.
Pretty tight, huh?
The twist. I don't know if the twist will impact the dynamic stretch on it or not.
All right, that was all of the testing for the Kinetic ropes, the K72, the Deadman, the Ironman, and the Fiery Red, and I thought they all performed fairly well.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a huge difference. A couple of them pulled slightly harder, but nothing that's, you know, crazy. It wasn't like a huge jolt or anything.
And the point is they all worked. Trev was able to get out. We had to modify the testing just a pinch on the first go with the K72. Just having Trev give no gas at all, my truck just wasn't able to pull him over all of this super soft loose sand. He had to give a little bit of power just to keep his tires rolling. Otherwise, it was dead resistance.
Yeah, I think it was like an anchor back there.
And it was killing the truck. So, Trev ended up giving just a pinch of gas to get the tires rolling, and all of them just pulled him out, no problems at all.
Yeah, and I did keep it in two-wheel drive, so that way, you know, it's more of a realistic recovery, because honestly, they're going to be giving it gas.
Right. And I did have my rear locker on in 4 low. So,
oh, jeez.
You know.
Gonna break something with that locker on.
All right, so let's start at the top with the K72. How did you think it pulled? My feeling of it was a super soft, non-jarring.
Yeah, it was probably the softest out of the 4 for sure.
I completely agree.
Yeah, durability-wise on it, it still looks brand new.
Yeah. The rope, from being able to hook up and unhook, it's super, super manageable. It's such a soft rope that it folds up nicely. It unfolds nicely. It's super easy to manipulate, and it's very malleable. You can kind of move it around things. I really, really like using the K72 most of all of the 4.
So the soft hand makes it really easy to work with, but the only thing I'm concerned about with it is because it opens up so easily and there's no protective coating on it, that it may, if sand gets in there, it may start to work its, you know, from the inside, you know, like cut on the inside. That's the only concern, long-term durability. But right now, it's super impressive.
Yeah, even just setting it in the sand for some pictures, pulling it back out, it doesn't grab onto the sand. It doesn't hold anything. So it just, I don't know. I really, really like the K72. And only time will tell for durability.
Yeah. And side note, the shackles, their shackles are really nice.
Yeah, their shackles are top notch. Super easy to open up. You could stick any big knotted anything in there and close it right up, and it's super solid.
Yeah, really like those.
Yeah. So the only one negative that Trev and I could find with the K72 is really just the color.
Yeah, or lack thereof.
The lack thereof. Of color.
Yeah, I like all the recovery gear that I have to be like super bright, because again, when you're using it, conditions are normally like really crappy.
Using the dark.
Yeah.
You know.
Or if you put this down on the side of the road or something and you forget about it because it's, you know, blends in, stuff like that. I just like having really bright colored gear. It would not keep me from buying this, but it's just something, you know, hey, if you're listening, brighten them up.
Especially when your shackles are this really beautiful, bright red and blue. I mean, this is America all the way right here. This thing is really nice. The shackle ends are dipped in this, I don't know, wax or plastic. I don't know what this is, but
rubber.
These are just, is it rubber? Okay, so it's got rubber coating on the end where the knot is. These are very, very cool. And the color is just, you're going to never lose these on the side of the road while you're trying to pull your buddy out.
Never.
So the rope, I wish it were this same color pattern. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that if color is literally our only like fault, that's pretty dang good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Deadman Offroad Stretchy Band. Still love the name. Dig the color. Deadman, it makes really, really good stuff. How was the pull?
It was probably a little stiffer than the other ones. I'd probably put it at third for softness, I guess you could say.
Definitely.
But I think that may have to do with like the coating on here. I don't know if the coating may soften up later.
But it was, I noticed too, pulling Trev, it was significantly a little bit more of a jarring effect on that first pull, and it actually rubber banded so much that it almost gave a second hard pull along with it.
Pretty. It's pretty.
And I really dig Deadman Offroad's, their bright yellow theme. Yeah. The rope is bright yellow. The shackles are bright yellow. I mean, everything they do is bright, visible, and it says, hey, look at me. Don't leave me behind.
Yeah. You will not forget this anywhere.
Definitely. The third pull we did was with the Ironman Kinetic rope, and the Ironman surprisingly did really, really good. Like I thought that was maybe second place in the softness of the Kinetic rope pull.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if it is because it's longer, maybe you're kind of giving it more distance for that energy to distribute through the rope. I don't know, not a scientist, but other than that, I really like this rope. It's durable. There's no issues, no wear marks or anything from the Stretch.
Working with the rope and setting it up for the pull, it was really easy to work with. It's not quite as stiff as a Deadman, but it's also not as soft as the K72. I would again put it in kind of a second place position for just the ability to get it out and working with it and just getting it out in quick deployments. I don't know. I enjoyed working with the Ironman.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's right in between the two. With the colors, again, it's all black. However, it does have the green accents on the ends, so you can, still pick it out. It's not blending in completely, but again, it's not like super bright. I wish the whole thing was this green. That'd be really cool. Yeah, it kind of has everything going for it too. A little longer. It's got the bag with the drainage in it. That's really handy. If you
handy. It's a bag. Get it?
I mean, if you put this in and there's still some sand on it, you can literally just shake out the end of the bag and it's all going to come out.
Yep.
Or any moisture.
True. Yeah. I like the Ironman. I like working with it. Not much more to be said about it.
Nope.
Okay.
This says it all.
And last but not least, the fiery red, and this presentation that you see here really says it all. Not surprising with the price point. It's 30 feet long, just like the Ironman, but it definitely did not perform like the Ironman in any way, shape, or form.
No, but at the cost, is it that bad?
It worked.
Yeah.
It was 100% a successful usage. However, pulling it out of the bag, it was very hard to unwind, very hard to use. Again, 30 feet long, so it's a long run of cord. The ends were fine to hook into the soft shackles.
Durability-wise, no issues.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fraying, there's no breaking. It did do its job. However, usability, it's never going to fit back in that bag we pulled it out of.
I don't want to say never.
It's a pretty strong chance. No one's going to try.
It's just going to take some patience, some tender loving care.
Are you going to do it?
Maybe a hammer?
Probably not. So yeah, I'm glad it came with the bag. However, the bag is too small. The rope is so stiff and immalleable. It's hard to get back in the bag and it's hard to really manipulate.
Yeah. The other pro on it, it's got a sleeve on each end and it has the nice red color. Yep. So it's not a solid black, very similar to the Ironman in that regard. I mean, for the cost, like it's really not that bad. If you are on a budget, this thing is really good. I mean, for the chance, how often do you use one of these?
Maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year, unless you're on a big expedition or getting stuck in mud.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is something. If I can see somebody that's on a really tight budget, that's just like, hey, just in case.
Right. All right, bro. Of the Kinetic ropes, which one was your favorite?
It's really hard. Really, really hard to say. They all did the job really well. They all work. I think it comes down to whether you care if it is made locally in the U.S. or overseas. And then budget is really what it comes down to, those two factors. And for me, if I had to pick one, probably say the K72.
Yeah, I would definitely go K72. The price difference in the top 3 is like a $40 spread from the K72 is $168, the Deadman's $145, so you're talking $23 difference, and then the Ironman is $129, so a $40 difference between the first one and the third one.
Yeah. However, I don't know. I kind of go back to the Ironman because it's also 10 feet longer.
Right.
So it's cheaper and you're getting more rope. I don't think it's as nice as a K72, but I don't know.
So indecisive.
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
I really am.
He wants both.
I do.
The K72 and the Ironman. All right, so K72, I think, is the clear winner of this 4 Kinetic rope challenge between those 4 manufacturers under $200.
I think that it is a tie.
A tie between K72 and Ironman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just agree to disagree.
Okay, then.
All right. Either one is going to work great. There's definitely not going to be any drawbacks to any 4 of these. They will get the job done 100%. Yeah. I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. It does help our channel grow. And be sure to follow us on Instagram. It's adventure_. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.